Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Bitcoin Supreme on this beautiful Sunday we got going on for you. Your favorite weekly wrap-up show on the channel with me, going through the weekly comments, the weekly topics that we've been discussing on this channel. And guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. That way you're getting all the stuff that matters in crypto, basically all the updates, all that kind of stuff. So guys, we're jumping into your comments today. We're going to be doing this weekly wrap-up show on Sundays. So if you're just catching into us, this is what we do on Sunday. We try to keep the show kind of geared towards a non-price topic, which, interesting enough, we haven't had too much on prices this week, so it's a little bit easier to cover on this. So we're going through the stuff, guys, going through your comments. So if you like interacting with us, come on down to the channel. We'll kind of head back to the chat here and kind of get going. We do this weekly wrap-up show, guys, because we want to talk about something other than price constantly. I mean, it's a little bit obsessive on the channel. It's kind of pretty much all we talk about. So, us not talking about it. Alan, what's good? What's good? What's good? So we are going to be going through the live wrap-up show, guys. We're going to be going through comments, seeing what you guys are saying on the channel. So like I said, guys, you're not subscribed. You're just catching us in on on a Bitcoin type search. Well, that's kind of the point. That's kind of what we're trying to do here on the channel. So Ali Umanzer 5 hours ago. So I guess this is what she needed today. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to sell people on crypto, guys. It's kind of one of those things where they either want to learn about it or they get pissed. So Fomoji about a day ago leaving us this comment. They are promoting Solana. So there's a video I did about Solana, guys, being the next biggest scam. And guys, notice we haven't heard the marketing campaign since the push to 110 and then the retractment back down to 90 bucks. So again, guys, these are just opinions. These are never supposed to dictate what it is that you're doing in your financial, if you guys use this as financial investments or you use it as currency, we don't really know what you use it for. But basically, we're not giving you financial advice. If you guys want to go buy Solana, go for it. Nothing against people that made tons of money. We were just trying to point out, guys, on the channel and on this channel that some of these marketing campaigns are directly associated for dumping. They want to dump their coin onto you. So this is just my opinion, guys. So go back and watch the video if you got any questions. Bill B89. They can't even smash BCH below 220. So yeah, I think we were talking about market makers kind of suppressing some of these coins, Bill B89. So appreciate the comments here. Jamie is a banker turd. So I did a video, guys, where I called out Jamie Dimon. I told him to go kiss my fucking candy ass like The Rock used to say to people he told. And I told him he can come down to the channel and kiss this candy ass. So go back and watch that. We're trying to call out people, guys, that are just fucking stupid. So Jamie Dimon is a banker turd. He bashed BTC last bear market, and then he started hyping up BTC during the last bull run. He's full of shit and probably about to buy the dip. There's whole videos, guys. Bill B89, appreciate the comment. There's whole videos online, guys, where Jamie Dimon literally would badmouth crypto, and the next day they had proof of JP Morgan buying crypto-related assets. So yeah, guys, this is just a classic scenario of, you hear it all the time from tons of people online. Watch what they do, not what they say. And it's kind of true, guys. That's kind of the thing behind Jamie Dimon. He's just a fucking banker turd. So appreciate the comment, Bill B89. See what Astral Deep is saying. Have you seen Joey Moon on YouTube? He's got some great Zcash content on his channel. I have not checked it out. I know I said I was going to check it out. Astral Deep, have not checked into Joey Moon. But guys, here's the thing with Zcash. If you're looking for opportunity in the crypto market, if you're looking for a coin that's been basically devalued down to basically nothing, look no further than to one and only Zcash, guys. So, you got to find opportunity at every angle. We can't just be buying every single coin at every single price, guys. If we think the prices are too high, looking back on it, I probably bought Zcash a little too high, $100, $120, $90 Zcash, $220. This was probably a bad investment from my standpoint, guys, because it's down to 25 bucks. So just think of it like this. If you're buying Zcash right now, you're buying it at a fractional fifth of what I bought it at. So just a little FYI, guys, not financial advice. I'm just letting you guys know and giving you full transparency. I bought Zcash about 4 or 5x from the price it's at now. So, and we're not talking little amounts, guys. We're talking big amounts. So the hype up for the halving starts any day now. About to go north in a few weeks. Possibly, Soul Surfer. Possibly. Got some comments on this person. So, yeah. Let's see here, guys. We're talking about Zcash video, ironically. So Zcash last chance, guys. We dropped a video a couple days ago. Actually, I don't know if it's been last week we dropped this video, but it looks like, people are starting to comment it up till now. So obviously Zcash is still popular. That's the point of the video. We're seeing massive people start holding Zcash, tons of people holding fucking Zcash. That's why this video is getting so hyped, guys. 400 views for a video on this size channel, guys, is pretty solid. I mean, that's kind of what we want here. So yeah, I think this sex addict person 9621, sex addict 9621. I think people, either you or somebody else was talking about this coin Jasmy in the channel. Obviously, that's not the only coin they're saying they hold. They hold Doge, Zcash, and Jasmy. But yeah, guys, drop it in the chat, guys. If you hold any of these coins, let us know. Let us know if you're holding Zcash. Guys, and I made a video, a little video. We've been covering kind of this week, guys, topics on the channel about people defaulting on debt, me defaulting on debt, guys. And just be clear, guys, when I say I'm defaulting on debt, this is a small debt that I'm choosing not to satisfy. All right, so just understand that there's a difference between out leveraging yourself in debt that you no way in no shape or form can pay off. I'm gonna pay off my debts, guys. I'm just not gonna pay them off right this second. All right, they're on a little bit of a hold, a little bit of a hiatus hold that I'm putting them on purpose, guys. It's not the debt's fault. I'll pay the debt at some point, but what we're talking about, guys, this week on the channel is what I'm defaulting on, which is just little credit card stuff, guys. It's not the biggest deal in the world. It's going to get paid at some point. I don't know when, maybe never, maybe tomorrow. It's really just whenever I decide to. But basically the default stuff we're talking about this week was that, basically, and people maybe being out leveraged on some of the debt, because like I said, guys, I'm in the real estate business and I'm seeing a lot of this arise right now. This being people that have just purchased homes that are trying to sell them at a loss to get out of them because they either can't afford it or they think they bought way too high and they're scared, whatever the factor may be. They were too tight, maybe it caused a divorce. There's tons of different scenarios I've talked to people, but basically when you have these type default instruments or debt instruments that get defaulted on, they take your house or they take your car, or there's no debtor's jail. They're not going to take you to jail for it, but at some point, guys, if it's debt, you're going to have to settle it, right? So this is kind of what we were talking about on the channel this week. Debt being kind of the key focus this week, the key topic on the channel. And we've kind of, let you guys into my finances. I mean, I'm letting you guys into knowing my current finances right now. So not good, obviously, but not necessarily the worst they could be. I mean, I'd hate to be one of these people that's over leveraged with nowhere to go. I mean, that's kind of the scary thought, guys, is there are a lot of people out there. And if you're watching the channel, guys, we've kind of guided you through how to sidestep some of this stuff, buying some of these cryptos, holding them, kind of telling you exactly what to do to kind of, just satisfy the immediate stuff that you need to. And then, you get your bag growing. And that's kind of the idea behind this stuff, guys. We don't want you to be, we don't want you being in debt on the channel. I mean, we're not trying to lead you guys down the road of debt and servitude where you're just a fucking, you're just a slave to satisfy your debt. I mean, doesn't that sound like a pretty fucked up way to live and die? Just satisfying debt your entire life. So that's kind of been the key focus this week. The key topics this week, guys, is just ongoing, the conversation of ongoing default, the conversation of debt that may or may not be satisfied. I mean, yeah, like I said, guys, we'll satisfy it. I'll satisfy my debt, when I can get around to it. Like I said, that might be, that priority will be when I decide that that's the priority. But until then, we're not gonna just slave ourselves into going back into debt. So the debt thing never stops. So that's kind of what we're talking about on the channel, guys. So that's probably why these comments are coming in. Yeah, Crypto Freddy 4184. Zcash, Horizon, Monero, Dash will be banned on crypto exchanges. That's kind of vague. I don't know which ones. Not every crypto exchange is banning these, and if they do, then it just kind of goes into kind of a market like we have for BSV. You know, something where it's not a coin that's readily traded yet. There's a bunch of these coins out there. You know, there's miners and stuff like that. There's people that are somehow moving the price. So hanging on to Zcash, yeah, me too. Bill B89, if it's unsecured debt, oh well, just keep buying BCH and hold tight. Yeah, guys, because here's the thing. I wanna just tell you guys another thing and why we've been covering debt so much on the channel. Had I gone back, guys, and here's the funny part about my debt. The debt that I was in, had I just defaulted on it back in fucking 2018 and just held my crypto and just bought my crypto and held them, I would have literally enough to pay my debts times like probably 8x from what it was. But I didn't. I satisfied my debt, and you know what I did? I closed the accounts that I satisfied the debt on after I fucking went into debt on them, closed them down, and then you know what I did, guys? I ended up opening up new credit cards accounts, racking those up, paying the debt, and then they increased the debt amount. And then I went a little crazy when I lost my job almost fucking 2 years ago. So that is the kind of the scary part behind this debt shit, is because a lot of times you're just not ready for what you have to satisfy. So even though it might be, you know, you're getting fucking points, or you're getting fucking cash back, or you're getting your credit score risen, it's good if you're not using it. But if you start using some of these fucking debt things, you'll see that you just end up in more debt. Like, guys, I've paid off all my debts a couple times over again. I'll have to do that again. I'm just doing it a little bit different this time. I'm not going to just satisfy all my debts and then just be fucking borrowing more fucking money. I mean, you guys see how it works? It's like you satisfy them. If I would have just defaulted on my stuff years ago, guys, and just held my fucking crypto and just bought crypto, I would have been more in line with what I needed to do to get where I needed to go, rather than this fucking cycle of debt that just it's a never-ending cycle, guys. You literally have to understand that you're gonna just keep fucking going into this stuff and then fucking paying it back. You'll literally never get over the hump of paying all this shit back if you keep increasing your debt, meaning you keep fucking spending, right? You keep fucking going into debt with shit you shouldn't be buying. So Horizon Variations, Craig Wright is so obviously Satoshi. I don't know, guys. Some people are like obsessed with the fact that they want like Craig to be Satoshi, or they are seriously convinced he is. I just don't think it matters at this point, guys, honestly. So Niku Tesla, I swap ratios, Zcash and Zen, and gain more coins of each one. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing too, Nico. I'm 60% Zcash, 40% Horizon. So yeah, don't know a lot about Horizon, guys, but you know, looks like it is what it is on these people's holdings. Great live stream. Had to leave a bit earlier. It's all good. It's all good. Bill B, it's all good. I don't know how to create an Upbit account in Europe, guys. I don't think I think Upbit is a Japanese or a Korean, I'm sorry, a Korean exchange. I don't know that they even offer services outside of Korea. You know, Upbit is one of these exchanges that they're doing, you know, crazy amounts of volume of BSV, you know, pumping the price of BSV, I believe, is on there. Bitcoin Cash, we saw some crazy prices over the summer of some pumps on Upbit. You know, so I'm not real sure how to get an account as a European. I don't know if it's even possible, guys, because all these crypto exchanges are doing KYC now. Unless you're going through a DEX or you're going through a wallet swap, you're going to be, you know, and most of the wallet swaps are, you're going to have to do KYC too. So either way, you know, you're going to be giving that information up. But I don't know how to get in on Upbit. I know they offer a lot of trading coins that a lot of exchanges don't offer, especially here in the United States, especially like derivative products, guys, and futures on some of this stuff. So, you know, Upbit is not the only exchange that falls into this category of, you know, you being European, American, not being able to get on it. but Upbit is one. And for the US, just FYI, Binance, the real Binance, Binance.com, not Binance.us, kind of falls into this category of, you know, exchanges that just can't get fucking capital from the United States just because, I mean, there's ways around it, guys, but I mean, let's be honest. A lot of these people aren't going to go these ways around it because they are shady ways to do it in a lot of cases, and there should be no need to, really. I mean, for most people, or like people, at least I'm not trying to do anything like that. So, Bitcoin lawsuit, aka Copa trial, starts in February. The Greedy versus CSW. The news doesn't cover it because it isn't in their agenda. What is Copa about? CSW, possibly Satoshi, and the 1100 patents CSW has. If you guys don't know who CSW is, it's Craig Wright, basically. So you guys can, you know, if that's something you want to learn about, I don't think this Copa thing. I know, guys, it's Jack Dorsey. A bunch of companies are coming after it, but that's also because Craig is, you know, made a big deal out of the fact that he's trying to prove he's Satoshi. So it's not like they're just coming after him because of that. It's because of some of the stuff it's because of some of the forks in the road that he's put that they are coming after him, I think. So just interesting to note, guys. I don't care if you think he is Satoshi or you don't. I don't think he personally is, but that's just my own opinion, guys. That should not dictate what you think as somebody that's looking into this stuff and doing your own research. So they removed the digital signatures, added SegWit and Bitcoin Lightning, which is true, guys. A lot of the stuff this person's saying is true about the protocol being changed and broke away from the Genesis block. A lot of it is skepticism, but a lot of it is factually true, guys, on some of the stuff that was removed from it. But that kind of leads also down to like Bitcoin Cash, and then there was, you know, the split from Bitcoin Cash to Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash. So it's a little bit more it's a little bit more to say, though, David Streets 978. Not necessarily disagreeing with what you're saying, but it's a little bit more general. It's put in this statement here rather than a lot of these things are very specific, guys, and they're not. And sometimes people, and I'm not saying David's doing this technically, but a lot of times people will take these general ideas that are in crypto already and try to specifically appropriate them in a way or in a you know, a paragraph kind of like this where it makes it seem like you know, the argument is one-sided that you have to believe a certain thing. This right here is a lot of the stuff is factually true, guys. Like BSV big blocks will win and only genuine Bitcoin because it's the only big accordance to the white papers. Like you could argue that Bitcoin Cash follows the white papers. You could or you know, you could or protocols, a Satoshi Vision. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can approach this general argument, but sometimes people will like take these general ideas and just kind of arrange them in a way where you kind of are not seeing what's going on here. So again, this is kind of a gray area with David's comment here, but just saying, guys, like there's a lot of different people that think a lot of different things. So it can't just be like, oh, Craig has to obviously be Satoshi. It's like, no, he doesn't obviously have to be Satoshi, because if he obviously was Satoshi, this whole thing would have been handled a lot better. And, you know, he would have fucking prepared to be Satoshi and had his fucking stuff that he needed to move the coin or you know, digitally sign the blocks. But, you know, it's just too general to just assume that things have to be a specific way. You know, that's why I keep telling you guys, I have Bitcoin SV because I like Bitcoin SV. I like what is going on about it, but I don't necessarily conform to every specific ideology that people assume that you have to be to own BSV. We don't know what Satoshi thinks about BSV. So, you know, if that's Craig Wright, well, it's probably not the case, honestly, guys. It's probably not going to be the case where this thing is going to be, you know, just thrown out here where, you know, he has to be Satoshi and he has to get all this fucking, you know, recognition and changing the brand and membership mark and all this stuff. Hey, Crypto Cajun, what's good? Bitcoin collab. Yo, yo, yo. I can tell you when people just hear about BSV and Craig Wright. You can tell when people just hear about BSV and Craig Wright. Like, yeah, I honestly, guys, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Trying to transform money into Kraken. The clerk be like serious about sending to Kraken. I was told. Yeah, some of these crypto exchanges, guys, you can't even hardly even trade with more than like $5,000 on their exchange. But yeah, like guys, I don't believe that Bitcoin SV community is understanding that, like, Greg Wright being a Satoshi, yes or no, it doesn't. It's not going to be a thing, guys. There people are not. There's not going to be this huge fucking landslide case one where fucking, you know, they're going to assign different patents to make the network change. Like, you're not going to be able to implement fucking every hash power, you know, unless China and fucking the United States are like, yay, sure, we'll go ahead and conform with that, based on, you know, this isn't like an international law thing, guys. I mean, from what I know, right? I mean, you'd literally have to get like this case one in every fucking country that's mining uh crypto, you know, mining Bitcoin, as well as, like, what the fuck would you do with all the node operators? How are you going to just make everybody, like, for Craig to be so smart? It seems like because Craig is smart, guys. I mean, go back. I've listened to a lot of Craig Wright's, you know, I guess you could say, you know, conversations where he's talked about different things. And the guy is intelligent. He's very smart, but it seems pretty stupid if you understand the way Bitcoin operates. We're talking about the membership mark Bitcoin, not this what everybody has an opinionated ideological thought about. We're talking about the actual membership mark that is recognized as Bitcoin, which is BTC, guys. If you don't know, and or you're just severely confused, we're not talking about my personal opinion of what Bitcoin is, or, you know, people in the community. We're talking about there would literally have to be like this huge shift in hash power. Like, how would it even be possible, guys, for this to happen? Like, I don't, and guys, I don't know, you know, obviously I don't have the background Craig has and some of these people have about, like, fucking crypto, right? These people are building it out or whatever, but I can just tell you guys, like, from what I do know, it just seems like pretty much impossible. It seems like this would be not even possible to do, because how are you going to force every miner to comply with some British fucking rule of these patent things being assigned to what the membership mark should be dictated to run as a fucking, like, as a fucking what coin to mine? You're like forcing miners to mine. It's like the one court telling the entire world, like, you have to stop mining BTC and switch to mining BSV. Not saying that that's what they're doing right here, okay? Because I don't think that's what they're trying to do. But how would you do that is my point. How are you going to convince all the miners to force the miners? Isn't that going to be hard, guys? Isn't that going to be hard for all the node operators to fucking be assigned to, like, change what they're doing? Like, forcing them, guys. You'd have to force them, because they're not gonna do it. Why would the network become secure, start securing something else, or just because, like, a fucking court case it just doesn't make sense, guys. I don't understand from a technological stance how this makes even fucking rational sense. Like, I don't even understand how this could be a thing. And it's crazy that, like, it's actually being pursued as if it could. So please drop it in the chat, guys. I don't have any formal experience of building out blockchains, or, you know, I've never even operated a full node. I've never even fucking, you know, I told you guys I've been wanting to get into mining, but I just don't understand how you would be able to force these patents in a way where, like, how is this going to benefit either BSV or Bitcoin or Craig? Like, how does it benefit him? It doesn't seem to make sense to me. So, a little bit of a rant, but I mean, you can tell when someone has just come across BSV and see it was going to sound like an echo chamber. Yeah, there's people that have done that. There's people online, guys, that have emerged, like, in the last couple, I would say, like, 2 years, that have started kind of talking about Bitcoin SV, and it's literally like Alan just said, it's like a chamber echo of, like, this, like, it's propaganda, guys, and, like, it's censorship on BSV. But, like, at the same time, I just don't see how it would be possible. And please drop it. Just somebody drop it in the chat and just be like, this is how it could be possible, because it just doesn't make any fucking sense on how it could even be a thing. I just don't understand how you'd be able to assign, you know, forcefully assign people what to start fucking, like, it just doesn't make sense, guys. Like, So, I mean, if it makes sense to you, miners will mine BSV when it becomes more profitable. Yeah, that I understand. I understand that the incentive for mining BSV or BCH or any other fucking, you know, algorithm that's the same that can be mined with the same type miners. But I'm saying, how would you force that? It seems like what they're trying to do in the court is use these patents to force the miners and force the node operators to recognize BTC as the one they have to mine, which is not what they think they're mining. Like, it just seems fucked. Like, the situation to do this seems fucked. Like, okay, if Craig Wright wins the case, right? If the case is won, right? In the scenario of the case being won and it already being done, like, guys, I'm not even following it, honestly, because I don't care. If it goes, yes, BSV can pump. BSV can pump. I think BSV will pump. I think BSV will pump regardless of Craig winning the case. But I don't see how you will force miners. Force, guys. That is the key word I want you to focus on what I'm saying. Like, how will you force miners to mine any coin, much less Bitcoin, right? How are you going to force miners to run node software for fucking a specific coin? I just don't see how that's possible, guys. Bitcoin is too geopolitical. Now, if it organically happened with Craig winning the case, right, and it becomes more profitable to mine BSV, that could happen with Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash, both of them. You know, it can happen with Bitcoin Gold if people are running Equihash algorithms. So that it's like what could already happen already without all this. I just don't see how this is a landslide for BSV or a landslide for Bitcoin that BSV holders recognize that should be theirs, like this hash power that should be forcefully theirs. It just doesn't, from a technological standpoint, when I try to wrap my head around it, guys, to understand the complexity of how it would play out, I'm not able to come to a final thought on it. I'm like, I don't fucking know, right? Because I just don't see how it would be possible. So, you know, maybe my understanding is not up to par with how it could play out, but I don't understand how. I still don't. And people, you know, Code Enlighten, Craig is Satoshi more than anyone else. Like, if people are in here for Bitcoin SV, guys, I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for people holding BSV. You know, hoping the price rises on BSV, guys. Obviously, you know, I'm open to that. I just don't understand how it'd be technologically possible to force miners to recognize either BSV as the membership mark for Bitcoin and or to give over hash power. I just don't see how it would be possible. Yes, if the miners are in Britain, you know, maybe that's a different story. But how is this going to play out where every fucking miner around the world is like forced to run, you know, BSV software, right? Like, how are they going to be trying to run this algorithm mining BSV? How are they going to be forced to do it? It just doesn't seem like what's good, Clarence? So basically, I just don't see how it would be possible, guys. So drop it in the chat if you guys know from a technological standpoint how this would be achieved. But I just don't see it being possible because it doesn't make sense. It just simply, you can't force these miners to recognize something that is already known and then force them to mine and then force the node operators to switch. It just, how would that even be possible? So, yeah, I mean, guys, if Craig is Satoshi, if he's not, like, this has been a debate for over years. And I think most of the community, guys, most of the crypto community at least, crypto community, including myself, I don't think he is, because it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it seems like, if it seems a certain way, guys, it appears to me in a way that he's not. All right. So again, I don't want the argument to be about that. You can force people to mine BSV by making it illegal to buy or sell BTC mined in UK. Okay. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, Mr. Full, appreciate that. You can force people to mine BSV by making it illegal to buy or sell any BTC mined in UK. Yeah, I think it's mostly a publicity stunt. I'm going to agree with your second statement, Mr. Full, because I think that's what you really think. And that's what I really think, too. I think this is an elaborate publicity stunt by Craig to incentivize some type of thing that isn't going to be achieved in any way, like even if it was a thing. I mean, guys, the UK is a small fraction on the whole thing here, right? It's a small fraction of what what this thing is. Not down. I'm not dissing the UK. It's just the facts, guys. I mean, how is this going to be a fucking thing? And it's not like China is just going to say, okay, well, Craig won over here in Britain, so we have to do this now with our miners too, and then the U.S. say the same thing. I just doubt it. I don't think so. We do know, yeah, we do know what the white paper says. They can geo block people who run Node in UK. Geo block, okay. Yeah, I don't understand how that would be a thing either. Like, how would they do that? Like, say these nodes aren't validating, aren't allowed to validate. Like, how would that even be possible? Not saying you're wrong, Mr. Full. I'm just saying I just don't. I still on a conceptual level, guys. I can go into one particular direction at any point, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say I understand it if I don't. I still don't fucking understand how it could be like, even if it was a landslide case and like the whole fucking court is nodding their head that Craig is Satoshi, how is that going to force to incentivize everybody to do this like same thing? And like you said, Mr. Full, it's probably a publicity stunt, but you know, I don't see the publicity stunt kind of playing up with the timeline of why BSV pumped. I mean, we did see the BSV pump as this stuff is going on, but like, it doesn't make a lot of sense, guys. The whole thing is just, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So drop it in the chat, guys. Let us know if it makes sense, but it doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense. And maybe it's because we're not doing enough research on it. It's probably the case, guys, but it becomes a bit tiring when it just, it's in this current stance. Like, if he wins, if he doesn't, is it going to affect the price? Like, we hope it does. We hope fucking Bitcoin SV goes up to $1,000. Like, we hope it goes up fucking 12, 13x, and then people start buying it from there. But like, it's not. It's the same as this talk of like the ETF crushing crypto and like, oh, we're gonna all watch Bitcoin rise tomorrow because of the fucking ETF, right? That didn't happen either. So my point is we see these news and people pumping the news, but then when the news finally hits the fucking, news where everybody hears it, it's like Doge being offered on fucking Tesla.com to buy items from Tesla's gift shop and, buy Tesla accessories on their website. It didn't do anything for fucking Doge price. It just, a lot of these things, guys, it's just, it's a bunch of honky. Nothing pumps when we expect it. So BSV probably does. Yeah, and Bitcoin SV is actually like doing pretty good today, right? Like, it's kind of like not moving with the market, which is kind of good to see, right? Litecoin, Monero. We're not super concerned about price on this episode, but at the same time, it's true, right? Like, we've been seeing these coins kind of decouple from the fucking overall market and the news, which is being decoupled from the news is really what you want to hear, guys. You want to see coins go up where the news still doesn't cover them. I mean, Bitcoin SV went up. Bitcoin SV went up and nobody was covering it. Bitcoin Cash went up. And we had like fucking CoinDesk covering it. Other than that, no coverage on Bitcoin Cash. So we get these coins that go up 200-300% and nobody even fucking talks about them. And people actually obviously overlook them and not cover them because they purposely don't want to cover them. And there's a reason behind that. It's almost like a censorship on top of some of these coins where, it's like you're forbidden to talk about them, or you should know that it's forbidden or taboo to fucking talk about these fucking coins. And it's so dumb. Yep, volume up on BSV. Yeah, I didn't see the volumes up on it, but like, I don't know why we started talking about Bitcoin SV, guys, but it is relevant. It's relevant to what's going on, and they're not going to be forced. They'll either come or not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a really good way to look at it too. Like, you can't force this stuff to be any kind of thing, right? It's just not. It's not practical. All right, guys, I think we're coming into about a week here on the comments. So we got Bill B89. So shout out to Bill B89, like leaving comments on like almost fucking every video, it seems like. So that's what we want, guys. We want to see interaction, because when I get the comments, I'm able to kind of figure out where, you know, what you guys are liking and stuff like that. So trading crypto is absolutely crazy. It's 100% rigged to get you by the exchanges. Guys, I did a video, go back and watch it, check it out. It's why I don't trade crypto. I've just found that it just doesn't work out for me. I'm just not good at trading crypto. So I just choose not to, it's something I choose not to do, just simply because it hasn't worked out well. And that's not a reason to give up and stop trying to trade crypto. But the more and more I trade, the less and less I like it. So that's why I just don't trade, guys. I just kind of buy these cryptos, hold them. You know, hopefully they go up, and a lot of times they do, but sometimes they don't. And you know, that's the way it goes. So BTA ETF hype is a big what the fuck feeling. So hype or not, I think ETFs are going to be used to manipulate BTC price, likely to suppress price, and banks want most of people in worthless dollars. Yeah, possibly. So Legend 20 slow. I shorted every market cycle on the top since 2019. I'm telling you, people stay away from trading. Kind of giving up on leverage trading too, because I noticed every year it gets more difficult to stay profitable. I think it's because they started using AI on social media and counter trading retail from every single move. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff, guys, you can't even fucking trade it because there's so much high frequency trading from and guys, they've been using high frequency trading in fucking crypto and stocks for like over a decade. This is nothing new. So, you know, if you don't follow, there's really only one good way to trade crypto and really stocks too, is if you follow where the market liquidity is coming in at and you follow that around, because there's always market makers moving money. And if you can stay in the general direction, a little bit ahead of where they're moving the money, you can stay a little bit ahead of markets. But a lot of times, guys, like I said, that doesn't work out, and you end up losing everything, especially if you're leveraged. And that's just simply, guys, why I don't trade crypto. So go back and check this episode out if you haven't seen it. Peter Troutman commented on the same video. Crypto bows don't listen to logic, and cryptos are great at liberating from their money. Yeah, I kind of like that. Imagine going from 8 to 100 based on this is a scam. Yeah, I mean, this happened, but not for most people, right? All right, guys, so that's coming into about a week here, because I remember this long comment from last week. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up, Garrett, guys. So also, guys, I want to let you guys know on the channel, I've been giving it some thought, not really making any certain commitments to it right this second, but we're thinking about, like, I'm thinking about giving you know, doing something on this channel a little bit different. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do with it. I don't really know kind of what I mean by that, but I want to do some kind of delivery on, you know, what we've been doing, the kind of the same stuff we've been doing, but do it maybe in a little bit, you know, maybe start having a schedule on the channel. So I don't know what you guys think about that. I'm just still trying to figure out if I want to move the channel into a more, like, you know, we have times when you can expect stuff, or I want to test run me switching the times up a bit and see if those times work better. And neither one of those things are committed to 100%, guys. So just keep in mind that, like, I'm getting feedback from you guys. You guys throwing it in the chat right now. Yeah, Coinbase may be forced not to call BTC Bitcoin. That is a possibility, because Coinbase was trying to fucking buddy up with the UK at the beginning of last year. Remember, they were like telling everybody, like, we're leaving here. We're gonna go. Brian Armstrong was over in fucking the UK having some serious talks with regulators in the UK to, like, moving massive amounts of Coinbase business over to the UK. So that was true, Code Enlightened. So appreciate the comment. Like I said, guys, we're getting comments. You know, this Bitcoin Supreme show definitely is helping out. We're going through some of these comments because it kind of refocuses the focus on what everybody's talking about on the channel. So what I'm saying, guys, is we got two things that we're working on. We're either thinking about, and these are just thoughts, guys. They're not what we're doing yet. So more of the same kind of pattern we've been doing, just more on, you know, trying to maybe set the live stream at fucking, I don't know, 9 o'clock, fucking 8 o'clock, you know, something like that. And then, you know, having the videos come out, and or switching the live streams up to potentially doing it in the evening time here. The only thing I'm concerned about, Alan, and I speak out to Alan because I know Alan, I believe, is in the UK, and we have a lot of people in the UK. The only thing with doing that, if I come on too late, you guys, it's going to be too late for people in the UK to tune in to the actual live stream, and that is where the second largest amount of people are coming out of the UK. I think about 20% of the channel viewers are coming out of there. So don't know how I'm going to do that, guys. I mean, I might. The reason I wanted to do maybe switch the live streams to the evening time, because it gives me an opportunity to kind of, kind of give you a better show, right? Like I'm able to kind of absorb what the crypto stuff of the day is, and then kind of present it in the evening rather than jumping on here and trying to figure out what it is. So it is two things that I'm working at, guys. Not saying that anything's changing right this second, but definitely looking to, move the channel maybe in one of those directions to see what works the best. So, yeah, this is good for me in the UK. Yeah. So what time is it now? 2:30. Yeah. And guys, I'm also thinking, like Alan just brought it up. He's saying it's good right now. So I don't know what time it is right there now, but also we could, if I move the live streams to like a point like 2:30, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon my time. This actually is maybe a potential time slot too that I can see how it does over a few weeks, and then maybe see, because we're not this channel, guys, is not to the point where I have a dedicated time to do certain stuff. I want it to be like that at a certain point, but there's no point in doing that when there's no point for doing that. And the reason there's no point for doing it, because I don't know what works best yet, and I'm not going to know until fucking, yeah, so it's not too late. So like I said, we might be, just expect some potential changes on the show. You might just see me pop up here fucking tomorrow and saying, yeah, we're doing live streams on Mondays now too. I'm just trying to see what works the best, guys. So again, thank you guys for throwing in the comments and fucking, giving me feedback, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to know how to fucking run this thing. So, like I said, guys, we're going to be dropping some more videos this upcoming week. Obviously we're going to be doing more videos as things get a little bit, hopefully, interesting this week. We'll see how it goes. I mean, no guarantees, but, hopefully the prices, they kind of went down last week, kind of ran sideways. So, we kind of expect them to either go up or we'll get some more, more downtime, right? So we just don't really know at this moment in time what the prices are going to do, because we've seen a pretty good pullback of 10-20%, and we have to regain some of that to regain some of the positive sentiment, where we start feeling like there's some stuff going here. But right now, this whole last week's been kind of flat. So I kind of took a step back, guys, and said, what does everybody on the channel want to see the most? And I kind of have a better idea from the last couple weeks of what you guys want. So maybe what we'll be doing on the channel, or probably what we will be doing on the channel, and I've given this a lot of thought, is probably start being a little bit more targeted to some of these altcoins, specific things about them, follow the communities a little bit closer, on some of these, Zcash, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, some of these. Either way, we're here for blockchain utility to help people. Exactly, Coded Light. We are here to help people. So that's what I'm saying, guys. I've noticed that the videos that you guys are liking the most is when we kind of follow these communities in depth, right? Like pretty regularly. So we might start doing more videos geared towards following specific stuff within the communities, right? Because they've been kind of vague recently up till this point. And we might have vague videos too. Those are fine, but I am eager to learn more about these coins, because I know I don't know everything about them. So those might be where the videos go. And then, like I said, the live streams, I might come on here at the same time. I might randomly be on here at a different time. And that's why we don't have a set time, guys, because I don't know what works the best yet. But we'll find it. We'll get that. We'll get that learning curve past the channel at some point. Whether it's a couple more months or a couple years. We don't know how long it'll take, but likely not years. But we'll get over that little bit and try to get some kind of regular set time, because I like having a schedule, guys. It's just I don't know what's going to work yet best, so we'll figure it out. All right, so meme season for the next year. Yeah, we might even have we might not even have a meme season. It might be like a meme week or two, or like a meme month, right? Stuff like that. Just because I know you guys want deep dives into stuff. Meme coins, it's a little bit harder for me to deliver because some of the technical stuff doesn't make sense. So I can't deliver on stuff that I think is going to harm people that are watching the channel. The whole idea on this channel, guys, is to make sure you don't get rugged, to make sure you don't lose your crypto, and to make sure you don't get scammed. So that's kind of the root core of built this channel. And guys, well, like I said, we got stuff coming out. Videos are going to be geared more towards, I think, like I said, specific stuff, more detailed stuff about what's going on in these communities. You know, like I said, you guys know what communities they are, and we might explore some new ones, right? And then we also might do live streams in the afternoons or night. You know, we don't know when it'll be, but whatever starts working best, we'll start doing that more frequently, guys. So I think that'll wrap it up. If you guys are good here, probably take off here. And guys, like I said, I might even be doing videos on Monday. You know, live streams might be coming on Mondays too. So nothing is for sure at this point. That's what I'm saying. Like nothing. We only have one thing for sure. That is the channel must continue, but we don't know exactly what that entails, right? All right, guys, we'll catch you guys in the next live stream. Make sure you're coming down. Make sure if you hit the channel today that you enjoyed the wrap-up show later, Alan. And guys, appreciate everybody dropping it in the chat. Alan6, Clarence Dennison, Code Enlighten. I believe, yeah, Mr. Fool was in here, Mystery Man, Crypto Occasion. You know, just all these people coming into the chat, doing their damn thing with crypto. And yeah, like I said, guys, we're going to be doing a ton of fucking stuff. Bitcoin collab in the house. So just come back on the channel, guys. Like I said, I know you guys want videos. I know we want more stuff about how to fucking learn about this stuff. So, you know, expect that to be a thing and expect me to just be on here. All right. All right, guys, we'll catch you later.